So today in the video, we've got Max from our Arbitrage Hero. Hi, Max. How are you?
Hi, Emily. I'm fine. Thank you.
Good. Good.
Thank
This is
you
our
for having me.
first, my pleasure. It's our first video of 2021. And I know Cindy and I do some live sourcing using Arbitrage Hero, but it's been quite a while since we filmed something. So there's loads of updates and bits and bobs. And I just really want to tell my community about how awesome your software is. So what is Arbitrage Hero? Who are you? How does it work? Let's have a look.
Okay, so my name is Max, who I am. I'm Max. I live in the UK. I have been here since 2005. I have launched multiple products online, but since 2017, I have been focusing on Amazon as a seller. And having a PhD in computer science, I had an idea of this product, which is called Arbitrage Hero. And I finally launched it about 4 months ago.
So do you still sell now? Are you still a seller as well as a...
I still sell, yeah, I still sell on Amazon UK and obviously not in the EU anymore after Brexit.
Well, that's true. I just think it's so important that software people are still sellers because you understand what sellers need, why they need it, what the problems are. I think it's a really good thing that you actually are in the trenches with us and understand our pain.
Yeah, that's why I decided to create the software, because I didn't like most of the softwares which I was using before. And I just wanted to make it as simple as possible, as quick as possible, and also to cover all the basics which any beginner or even advanced users and sellers would need.
I think there's been a gap in the market for quite a while for a piece of software that's quite quick, quite visually simple to use. Some of them are really good, but you have to run the scans like overnight and they're just a bit kind of hard work to use. So for me, Arbitrage Hero is definitely the go-to. So tell me how it works. You can search, what shops have you got on there now? Because I know you've added quite a few.
We have quite a few stores. You can see that we have about 50 stores at the moment.
Excellent.
As we discussed before, the aim is to have at least 100. So we're constantly adding stores. We have recently added Asda, Toolstation, and other well-known stores.
How does that process work? How does someone say to you, can I have a new website added to the list, please?
We have a user group, Facebook user group, where we have like a poll for stores requests, and basically people are free to vote for or add any store they want to be added, and they can vote for stores, and the most popular are being added first. But we're going through the list and adding everything what is there.
Okay, so that's a really good way to cover some of the more unusual stores. So, for example, Beauty Outlets is a store that most people may not have thought about, and FFX is quite an unusual store for DIY. So you've caught a really good range of stores in there. That's great. That's awesome.
Yeah. So and as I said, we constantly add more stores to the software, and we are aiming to have at least 100, but probably we're going to have more as we move forward.
So basically, what does it do? It scrapes the websites for products and then compares them to Amazon and gives you the results. What does it actually do?
Yeah, absolutely. It scrapes products from the websites, and as you rightly said, it matches them to Amazon. And if we pick Argos, for example, we can search for products and we can get results.
So how does it know what to search?
At the moment, the only thing which I have done here was I selected Argos as my store. I have basic parameters here, which is sales rank 5%. In this case, you can change it to 3% or 1% or 10%, whatever your business requirements are. The minimum ROI is 20 for myself here, minimum profit £2. And the other parameters you have here, which are quite new, is exclude Amazon. So you can exclude products with Amazon on the listing.
That's new, like that. See, I compete with Amazon if they share the buy box. So I wouldn't exclude that. But if you're quite new, or maybe you've got quite a tight budget and you want stuff that you know is going to be sort of, hit the ground running, that's a really good filter.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. I also compete with Amazon, but as you rightly said, for new sellers, I would advise to
No,
start with
just
Amazon.
find your feet first. Okay, so that's really interesting. So what are the so you don't have to do the 4 boxes underneath. Are they optional, or what goes on with those ones?
They are optional in terms of. Let me go quickly. There is a
Yes,
category. If you want to sell in a particular category, for example, some people want to sell only kitchenware, or some people want to sell only toys, then you can select toys.
And do they follow the Amazon categories?
Yes, these are matches from Amazon. So this category match Amazon names and IDs basically internally what you can find on Amazon. And you can select toys, and the other parameters is minimum maximum price for the product. For example, if you don't want to buy expensive products which are more expensive than £50,
Yep.
which probably beginners would be avoiding anyway, so you can filter them out. Another parameter which was requested by our users was discount. Some stores, they provide seasonal discount or coupon codes, like for 10% discount. And if you have it, you can enter percent here,
Good.
and that discount.
So, for example, so I'm a student, I'm a mature student with the Open University, and I've got a student discount with Boots. So I could just enter 10% in there if I looked at Boots, and it would automatically do that for me, would it?
Yeah, it will automatically deduct that percentage from the price.
That's awesome. You see, that's what I love about Arbitrage Hero. People say to me, why is it any better than the other ones out there? And I think it's because A, you are still a seller. B, you're so new, so you're kind of, although it's not buggy and it's out of beta and it still works beautifully, you're constantly improving it because it's not quite where you want it to be yet. And every time I log in, something seems to have been updated or improved or changed or tweaked. It's great. I love it.
Yeah. And yeah, final field here is minimum sales, which we also introduced probably a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah. So what would you, okay, so for someone who's in quite a new seller, and they just are gated in a few things, don't we know where to start, because it can be really overwhelming to arbitrage for the first time. What parameters would you recommend for a new seller? What do you think is kind of going to give them the best results?
I'm not the new seller anymore, but I think if you can find something within 3% of sales rank.
I think ROI, I think you want to sort of look for about 30. I think 20.
30%, and minimum profits. To be honest, when I was starting, I was okay with £2 because I just wanted to see sales.
Yeah.
But again, if you want to have, you should play with this, because sometimes some business models could be you go for higher sales rank, but also for higher profits.
Yeah.
So when you have higher sales rank, you usually have less competition, but you can get higher profits, so you can find a balance, really.
Yeah. So what would you recommend for minimum sales? Because I know a lot of people talk a lot about volume. Personally, I have lots and lots of SKUs with low sales rather than a few SKUs that sell hundreds.
Again, it should be personal preference. To me, for the beginner, it could be okay to have 20, 30 sales, even 10 sales is fine.
10 is right. Yeah, I agree. I think so. Yeah, I think it's just because the thing is, when I get new people who ask me about it, I'll just direct them to these videos. So it's helpful for them to actually see. So if we, and then last thing is, can we search without searching just the website? Can we search all the websites under a category?
Yeah. So this, again, recent feature which was requested by multiple users. So now the search here works in 2 ways. You either must select the store, or you can, if you want to search for through all the stores, but for a particular category, then you can select just the category. I like selling toys, so that's why I know that new sellers quite often are gated from toys, but as soon as
how many has that given us to look at? That looks like quite a lot.
It has given us 39 pages, and we have 25 items per page.
Wow. So how would you then, can you narrow that down so you got the best ones at the top, or how would you?
Yeah, first thing, you can sort out products. we have sort drop down here. You can sort your list of products by profits, by sales rank, by return on investment. But you can also filter it out. For example, if you are looking only for Lego, you can type Lego here, and it will filter out the list automatically for you. But you can see that we have 11 pages of Lego.
Oh wow, that's really good. So that's just to be really, really clear, that's doing all of the retailers that you've got on Arbitrage Hero,
yeah,
within toys and games, and then within Lego, and you've still got 11 pages worth.
Yeah,
that's massive.
And you can see from the images on the left. Again, it was requested by users, so now we are displaying where that listing is coming from, and you can see that we have Alza and we have Argos here, and we have mainly Argos.
So if you wanted to, so if you were then interested in one of them, let's say that whichever one you find, what would you do if you then want to look a bit closer at it? Because obviously it's got lots of information there, but you know, how do you actually sort of do your analysis?
If you want to have a closer look at one of the items, I can click on the link, and it will open Amazon here. If you are a SaaS user, seller AMP is it called. So if you are a SaaS user and if you have a Chrome extension installed on your machine, then it will automatically pre-populate SaaS widget, and it will show you all the additional information which you can get from that software.
Ah, brilliant. So you don't have to enter the sale price or the buy price, it does it all for you?
It will do it for you, yes, automatically.
Good.
And it doesn't really matter whether you click on the source of the link or whether you click on Amazon link. It will open that widget for you automatically if you want.
Excellent. I quite like the keeper chart. Does that pop out as well? Is there anything you can?
No, it just shows you an indication. Most users, who have keeper subscription, they have this widget anyway on Amazon. So it's better to look at that in more details. So this one provides you, Arbitrage Hero provides you with the key metrics which you can quickly identify here.
Yeah.
But then you can use Keeper or you can use SAS to analyze it in more details.
So I would use Arbitrage Hero to find a long list of products that I want to have a look at, and then I'd literally just go down them in order and pull out the ones that I would like to see in more detail. So it's sort of like the first filter, if you like, when you just got a blank piece of paper and you're like, right, I need products. This is how I would narrow down and find them. Is that a good use for the software?
Absolutely. But at the same time, when I was starting, I was very short on budget. So to be honest, I was doing most of my stuff manually. But in my mind, to be honest, the first software should be sourcing, then more detailed analysis, so you pick right products. Again, if you are talking about online arbitrage, obviously the software for finding deals, for finding products is the first one. If you are doing retail arbitrage, obviously the software like SAS would be of the high priorities. So you can go on your mobile and you can go to the stores, scan. But with the lockdown,
I was going to say Arbitrage Hero has been a savior during lockdown. Savior. So you've got some buttons on the side. You've got a star and a trolley and a bin and a linky thing. What do they all mean? So forgive my technical savviness. A linky thing.
No problem. So the star, because you can see that we have 11 pages of products here. So you can start sorting out and searching for products. And if you like something, but you're not sure, or you don't want to spend time on going into more depth analysis, you can shortlist those products by adding them to your favorites by clicking on the star.
And where does that go? Once you've added to your favorites, where are your favorites to find it?
The favorites, you can see favorites.
Perfect.
Favorite products here. I'm not going away so we don't lose the results, but I will show you in a bit.
Perfect.
So once you clicked on this star, then that product is added to your favorites, and then you can go to your favorites and analyze more details.
So sometimes some websites are like, if you spend 60 quid, you get free postage. So maybe I want to star 4 or 5 favorites from Argos to then come back to them to fill my basket up and to go. That could be a really good way to use that, could it?
Yes, Yeah, absolutely. What we also have here is that green button, which looks like a cart. This is for tracking your purchases. So if you have decided to buy something in the store, instead of using spreadsheets, Excel spreadsheets, then you can just click on this button, which seems didn't work for this product. Yeah, you click on the button, and then you can set how many units you have bought. Click save, and it will be added.
Sorry, is all that information pre-populated? You didn't have to type in 27 or 1 unit or the ASIN, it's all gone straight in?
Yeah, everything is pre-populated. The only thing that you would change probably is the units number. So, because you don't normally buy one item, you buy several items. And yeah, this would be saved, and you can always see your purchases and also that price, because we do some basic profit calculations as well. So that price will be used as your costs for that product. So once you have the sale, you will see your profits for that product.
Perfect. That's awesome. Okay, and what does the link do?
The link do, here we have kind of perfect matches, but if we didn't, so if,
oh, perfect.
yeah, if you didn't see the match.
So what do you mean by not a match? If one was red and one was blue, or?
Let's just try to find something.
I bet you can't find one. I bet they're all perfect.
Why
we haven't staged this, honestly.
So yeah, so there are some items which are not perfectly matched because these are two different. So
there we go.
So and if you see that those are different, you can click on the link here, and it's obviously it will show you all the potential products which have been found on Amazon. So in this case, there was just only one choice, so we can see that it's not match. There is no match.
And it has to match to the website, to the retailer, and not to Amazon, because you're matching it to the retailer. Yes.
So the retailer, no, you are matching from the retailer to Amazon, because we're looking at Amazon. So you can see that in the top here, this is our source product from the retailer. In the bottom, you can see product from Amazon.
Right. Okay.
For other products, you might see more items here. Let's try something else. I don't know. Yeah, they're barcode matches. That's why.
So what does that mean, a barcode match?
So the barcode match means that you can rearrange columns here, but
oh, that's cool. That's fun.
It looks like my mouse and browser gets.
Did you move it accidentally?
Yeah, I accidentally clicked on it. So it looks like Safari issue, but so this by title, let's get rid of it.
We'll get there. So,
sorry,
what does barcode match do?
Barcode is, you know, when you, it looks like every time I click in Safari, it just does it. So the barcode is, you know, when you go to stores, you have the barcodes, and which is what you normally scan in the retail store.
Yeah.
And some stores, they provide you with it's called EAN or UPC or barcode number.
Okay.
And that's a match is the best match which you can possibly get.
So when you're filtering, it's best to make sure you've got a barcode match on.
Not really, because for example, Argos provides barcodes. Sometimes those barcodes are wrong, but I believe only 10% or 15% of stores provide barcodes. So most
wow. Okay. So how would you search then? How would you do it? Because you got by title.
By title.
Okay.
And still for toys it looks like good match, but these are slightly different, I think.
Yep.
Let's see whether, here we can see that there is a choice of multiple toys which have been returned by Amazon, and you can pick the right one if you see one, or if there is no match, you can mark it as no match.
Okay, and who does that alert you to the fact that there's a mismatch, or does that just fix it in your
It will mark that item as no match in our database, and nobody is going to see it until it has been checked.
Oh, okay. So as a community, everyone's working together to make it as perfectly matched as possible.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Good.
And if you match it manually, also all the users will see that match as well.
Oh, that's good.
So you're kind of helping other users as well when you're doing it.
Yeah, I love that. So now I know it helps other people. I'll do it a bit more, because before I was sort of just skimming past, but now I'll take a moment to do that. That's really good. And what does the bin do? Just literally get rid
the
of
bin does like no match or blacklisted for you, so you can blacklist a particular item and you will not see it again in the results. And this will be kind of delisted for you only, not for everybody else, but only for you.
So can you get rid of a brand that is either bad, like L'Oreal, that none of us can sell, or one that maybe we're gated in? Is that a function that's coming, or is that possible now?
Yeah, it's not possible at the moment. We have requests at least to see a list of brands with potential IP.
Okay. Yep.
But at the moment you can't really do it, but we have it on list to be
coming soon. Love that. We will look forward to an update on that. So that's kind of how you source. So can you just go back to the Lego one? Sorry, I want to do something quickly. So it was, yeah, Lego. So we found, I think it was 11 pages, didn't we? It's awesome. Oh no, I've made it move again. Sorry.
Yeah, it looks like Safari bits. I need to check it.
Yeah, no problem. My fault. I shouldn't have asked. But I just wanted to just show that if you change your parameters, you'll change what results you get. So at the moment we've got 5% BSR, 20% ROI, and £2 profit. What happens if we do 30% ROI and £3 profit? What happens to our Lego?
So, yeah, when you change that parameter here, first of all, you can keep Lego here and it will be applied automatically to your search results.
Perfect.
So you can change it. Obviously, when you change parameters which are in the top here,
yeah,
you need to click update.
Okay. So if you change it to 30% profit and maybe £3, 30% ROI and £3 profit, and let's see if we then have a better result in our or a different result rather, to see what it actually does. Because I think it's really key. People quite often just kind of put some parameters in and just go through it. You need to tweak it and play with it. And for me, I search a different parameter in DIY to that which I do in beauty, to that which I do in sport. So I don't have a one ROI or one profit fits all. So I quite like the opportunity to play with it. So we've gone down. We've lost 2 pages worth of
So now we have 30% ROI, but still £2 profit. Let's say £5.
Yeah, let's see. I imagine that list is going to go.
Yeah, 7.
Oh,
so
wow, that's still quite a few.
pages.
You see, so what I might do is I might spend 5 minutes kind of seeing how high I can push that before it starts getting to like 1 page. But if you really, really were desperate to find the very best items, you could literally push this as far as it goes and then really analyze just the first page, maybe.
Yeah, but again, you need to be a little bit creative and you need to use search, you need to filter out, you need to sort things out, because if you just blindly start selecting only products from the first page, then obviously if you're competing with other lazy sellers, you'll be competing for the same products.
Yeah, I always say to people on a side note that I find normal retailers, but I try and look in categories that they're not famous for. So everyone knows you get toys from Argos, but Argos are really good in some of the other categories that maybe you wouldn't necessarily associate with them. So I try and sort of look for different items within regular stores just to try and make it a bit different.
Yeah, absolutely. And another more advanced technique which you can use, actually, you can always export all the results as CSV file.
Okay.
And then you can use Excel or any other spreadsheet.
Oh, to do like a mass filter.
Mass filtering, and because
cool.
if you have spreadsheet, if you are good with Excel and can write your own formulas, etc., you can create something and you can do it as well.
That'd be really interesting. And then you can really drill down. That'd be really good. Excellent. So that's your standard OA, or not? It's not standard. It's very much anything but standard. It's really good software. But that's your traditional OA. What can you guys do with wholesale? I know lots of people have wholesale lists. I don't do wholesale. So you sort of what you get a list from a wholesaler, don't you? Like an Excel spreadsheet or something.
Yes, at the moment, what we do is you can upload spreadsheets with barcodes or EN numbers. We had title checks as well there, but obviously title is not that accurate as barcodes. Some users asked to remove it, so we have removed it, but now we have more and more users asking to add title search as well. So we're planning to add an option whether to include title match or not.
Okay.
But currently it is based on barcode matches, which is more accurate match.
Exactly the same thing as the other one. It's just instead of searching a website, it's searching a wholesale list that you've uploaded.
Yes, yeah. So I will quickly show you. So here's UI user interface of page where you can add your wholesalers, and I can add.
Sorry, you've got 5 there. Are they 5 you've uploaded before? Do
Yes.
they stay there? So once you upload them, they just stay there to refer back to?
Yeah. So basically, let me just. I will explain quickly. So you can put anything as a website. You don't have to put the actual website, but it helps sometimes when you forget things. So let's say demo as well. So it has saved this wholesaler. And you can see that we haven't uploaded anything yet. And you can click on this button to upload the file.
I have to say, I absolutely love how clean and simple your software is. Every button's very easy to recognize and very easy to try to find and use.
Thank you.
I don't like busy things. My head just kind of explodes a little bit.
Yeah, same here. The software has to be simple.
Yeah, less is more. If you're not techie, less is more.
So yeah, you can pick the price list which normally would be provided to you by the wholesaler or distributor, and then you click upload. It uploads it, and then you have to pick fields which you want to use for certain things. So, for example, for product title, I know that it is called in the description. For barcode, I think you see barcodes. I think it's called.
Do you have to? So some of them have got asterisks. Do you have to do with asterisks? Do you?
So I know that this is in a RTL. I have just switched in the background to the spreadsheet to see what barcode means in that spreadsheet. Yeah, the items with the star, those which you need to fill.
Okay.
So the type of the barcode is EN. And the price.
It's maybe a very naive question, but where did you get all this information from?
It came from the actual spreadsheet. So each spreadsheet, they have normally first row or one of the top rows would be the header of your columns, and basically the values from that header row is taken here. So this is where those items are, those names are coming from. Because obviously, if it was me, I wouldn't call anything in price.
No, that all seemed a little bit not very logical. Okay, fine. So the reason it's called ANA is because your list has said that from your particular wholesaler in that situation. Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, this is how wholesaler has provided that value in their spreadsheet. Okay. So sometimes it is called barcode, sometimes it is called just code, sometimes it is called EN.
Okay. So you have to do some of your own digging. That's fine. I understand that. That's fine.
Yeah, you normally look at the spreadsheet once, because what we're setting here now is we are setting that wholesaler. So next time they provide us with a new spreadsheet with the same format, you don't have to do it again.
Oh, you just upload it. Go.
Yeah, it just remembers those settings and.
Perfect. Because we haven't gone through I've not seen this before. I don't have wholesalers, and we haven't gone into depth in the video. So this is brand new for me. So I'm learning as I'm going. It's really good to understand.
And then basically you click on process. I'm uploading small spreadsheet. You can see that we have 162 products which have been uploaded. You can see they have been uploaded. They haven't been analyzed yet.
Oh, wow. That's quick. Okay.
So they haven't been analyzed. So now the Arbitrage Hero in the background will start analyzing those products. and you can see the progress here. So you can refresh the page and you can see progress. At the moment, we have 0 analyzed, but we have total 162.
Right.
So we're not going to wait now. I will show you quickly some.
So roughly how long should they take to run? Do they take like days, hours? I mean, obviously
It depends how busy the system is in terms of wholesale products. Sometimes if there are not many, then actually it can take half an hour or it can take a couple of hours.
Oh, okay, fine. Okay, fine. So you kind of want to, if you're in a rush, then maybe set them up in the first thing. You could do this first thing in the morning, come back after lunch to have a look or something like that, couldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Or you can just upload one in the evening, and by the morning you have the results.
That's a good idea too. So what does one look like that you've done before?
Yeah, so you can see that the items here are similar. We have favorites similar to online arbitrage. And if you go to analyze products, you will see very similar UI, user interface, like you would see on online arbitrage module. And you can select a supplier, let's say this one, click update, and it will come back, obviously.
Oh yeah, because we've got the same criteria. We had the Lego up, okay.
Yeah, I removed the Lego, and now it shows more.
So again, so you would fiddle with your sales rank and your ROI and all that kind of stuff. Would you treat it exactly the same as if you're looking at the OA?
Yeah. All parameters which you can filter out your results by are exactly the same.
Yeah.
So you can filter by category, you can filter by parameters like sales rank, ROI, etc. And you can also export your list as CSV if you want to analyze it in your Excel. Yeah. And one handy feature is, again, it was requested by several users, is that these parameters which you set here or in online arbitrage, on online arbitrage page, they are saved. So next time you visit the same page, your parameters will be pre-populated.
So no, you shouldn't be alarmed if you can't see an image with a wholesaler, because I imagine it's a spreadsheet, so there are no images to upload.
Usually no. That's why this is one of the reasons why we didn't want to analyze by title, because you don't have even visual way of comparing the product.
Okay.
But barcode usually is pretty accurate.
So from a wholesaler, I assume barcodes are accurate because that's how they do their trade. So I assume they're almost always, because you said 10 to 15% of retailers give you the barcode, but I imagine all the wholesalers do.
I would say 95%. Some don't, but most of them, they do provide barcodes.
Okay, that's really good to know. Excellent. So so what's up and coming in Arbitrage Hero? What's your main thing you're working on next?
The main thing is, if we're talking about the UK markets, more stores, wholesale to a title search, but we have started working on the US support.
So is this a shout out for people to register their interest in the US?
Absolutely, we have waiting lists if you want to be notified, obviously, because the UK market or the UK support is more advanced.
Yep.
The US obviously will be catching up with what we have for the UK. So as with the UK, we will probably start with a cheaper price when we have like, let's say 20 stores.
Yeah.
And we'll be moving up. So I would advise everyone to jump on the waiting list, which is available on our homepage.
Excellent. I'll put a link into that. You talked about price. So I know Arbitrage Hero started really cheap. If people had got on board 4 months ago, they would have had an amazing deal. You had a lifetime, which is no longer available. How do you do it now? You can buy it monthly and annually? Is that right?
Yeah. At the moment, we have 2 plans, monthly and annual. And if you go for the annual one, then you will be kind of saving 4 months.
Wow, 4 months, that's brilliant. So are your prices, because I think you are really, how much is Arbitrage Hero? Because I think it's really, really cheap compared to everybody else and how good it is.
It is currently £37 per month.
Okay, is it staying there?
I can't promise that. I think as the more stores and the more features we add, I believe the price will have to go up, because obviously
But at the time,
have
at the
our costs
beginning of
covered.
January, we're good for £37, but don't hold on too long because you can't. It might go up at some point. It has to go up at some point. It's very cheap, very cheap.
I don't think we're going to raise prices in January, but as you rightly said, we will be, as we are improving the software, and yeah, as we're improving the software, it will
So
happen.
it's not one that kind of those hurry up or you'll miss out opportunities, but it's don't slack too much because you might. So it's kind of, you know, kind of do your research, and then if you like it, go for it kind of conversation, really.
But so I will let you know in advance when we start planning to raise prices, so your audience can.
Well, that's
join.
fine. So you'll give people a warning, so anyone who's been lingering can jump on. Oh, that's really kind. A lot of the time, people just like click on something as like it changes and no one knows. It's very kind of you. And I believe there's a 14-day stress test, so you can literally try it all out.
Yes.
Can you do? Can you have a go at everything, or is it limited?
If you go through the sales page and go and subscribe via PayPal, then you will have 14 days to access all the features.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And you can always, obviously, I don't have control on your PayPal. You can always go into your PayPal and cancel your subscription. I know that some people, they don't have PayPal. And if you don't have PayPal, PayPal still supports credit cards and debit cards, so you can always do that.
You don't need to have a PayPal account in order to buy things through PayPal. Well, that sounds really weird. That's very much the case. Excellent, perfect, brilliant. So I will look forward to seeing you at some point when there's a few more updates coming, and I will let all of our American people in the group who have been waiting for it. I'll let them know to register their interest. Exciting.
Yeah, perfect.
Brilliant. So how can people reach you if they want to? What is, you got Arbitrage Hero Facebook group?
We have, obviously they can reach me directly. If they want to ask something, they can tag me in your group. I don't know.
Perfect.
So our user group is only for users.
Right. Okay.
So there is no point trying to join it because we are asking for login email.
Okay, but
if you don't provide it, I even don't check. If you don't provide it, I just decline it.
You're out. Okay, so you're on my group and other groups, so you can just tag you or tag me, and we'll answer any questions and help you out where necessary.
There's another group which, again, but again, you can always approach me directly. We have Arbitrage Hero Facebook page. You can message.
Okay.
You can message the page as well.
Yeah, but you need to remember to be in the main Facebook group.
And you can always email support@arbitragehero.com.
Perfect. You're going to get inundated now. Awesome. Perfect. Thank you so much, Max. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you for having me.
So much has changed in just literally a few weeks. So for those of you who would like to see Arbitrage Hero a bit more, Cindy from Mrs. Prime and we do a weekly live sourcing where we talk about what deals we like. We go through the keeper chart, we analyze stuff, and we go from Arbitrage Hero and see what's out there. So there's lots of updates for everyone to watch. So thank you so much. Take care, and I will see you soon. Bye.